soil literally warm up in the house because it's that freaking cold out and I am late. Don't be a gardener like me. It's like, it's the first time. Everything's going to be all over the place for your first time, I believe, right? Let's go get some supplies because I have nothing. I'm going to get me a little handy dandy little scooper thingy, and I'm gonna get one little rake because, as y'all don't know this about me, I'm afraid of the dirt. I'm afraid of the bugs that's in the dirt. I barely want to touch the dirt. So the next thing I need to find, like, is some gloves because I refuse to be touching any of that stuff that's going to be coming out of that ground. So yeah, we're gonna find some gloves because I'm not playing with that. I need to get, oh, they have planted ones right there. Oh, let me just get one pair for right now. Size medium, I guess. Yeah, we'll get medium. So gloves, a rake, a shovel. That should be enough things to get started with. So my plan is to plant everything indoors in pots. But maybe I will come back. But this is just so that I can start because technically I'm supposed to have 6 things that I'm planting. And I had got one freebie pack of seeds for flowers to bring like bees, you know, to pollinate. So I'm only planting like 6 things. So I feel like I got some time to like play around with growing things without making myself overstimulated. But 2 of the things that I need to plant is supposed to be in the ground, well, in the ground, but in the dirt, like right now. So, I need to start hurrying up, getting them in. Like one of the plants is peppers, and I literally have, today's the last day to plant any pepper seeds, and I'm behind already, which I kind of knew I was going to be behind because, mind you, I'm growing these in my house. I don't really want the plants just hanging out in the house like that. I'm still not that into gardening 1,000%. So like I said before, I am terrified of the bugs. I don't know how I'm going to make it. But we'll see. Maybe hubby will help a lot with that. Y'all heard him. Hopefully it's nice the next time we come, and then we can spend a little more time and I can just like walk around in, you know, in the area, like the garden area. They had a lot of seeds out. I looked at none of them. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself with a bunch of seeds, and I don't even know what I'm doing to begin with. And it's so freaking windy, so y'all probably can't even hear me just now. But yeah, so I sat in the car. I should have loaded the car up. I cannot do that with you. This because my plan is, I did no research. Like when I say no research, I just know that the soil is cold because it's been freezing here. So I know the soil is very hard, and you technically can't plant in cold soil because you're just gonna shock the seeds, and it's not gonna be able to do anything when they will need to do something. So my plan is to let the beds lay flat out in the house with our heat on in the house, and then maybe like after a few hours dump the soil or dump some soil into the grow bags, and then let that soil sit even longer, and then maybe check the moisture level. If it's okay, then I'll start dropping seeds. If not, we'll just wait a little bit longer. We're already late. So we're home now, and I just wanted y'all to see where my little grow area is about to be. So I got the three bags I'm going to be using. And that's pretty much it. It's going to be 1 or 2 plants in here, 3 plants in here, and I think 3 plants in there. This is the first place I bought seeds from off of the videos I've watched, and there's the few YouTubers that I like to watch. They always refer to one of Mary's heirloom seeds. There's a lot of other places you can get seeds from. Home Depot, the dollar store. I just thought I would get seeds from a reputable place that I think is reputable, from people that I've seen use their seeds before. So yeah, letting them sit literally out just to get to room temp, because right now they are hard, like to the touch. It's like you're holding like a glass of cold water right now. Like, so cold, and I might not even be accurate. Like, it's so hard, you can't even press it down. Like, no, we're not planting our first set of seeds ever in life in this kind of soil. I know that much. We're officially about to open up the soil. It's been sitting out on the floor for like almost 3 hours. It's flat out on the floor. And I'm going to dump them into the bags over here. I have 4 bags altogether because I think I'm going to move something. This is basically me getting ready to dump the soil into the bags. So at this point, I realized that I wanted to basically use the 5-gallon size bags for many reasons. One of the reasons was because I only had a certain amount of soil at this current time, and I knew for sure that I was going to need way more than what I had to fill those bags up. So I just ditched the larger bags for right now, and then I'm just going to use the 5-gallon size bags for the time being. But I only had to cut this audio out is because I had music playing in the background. I love me some music, and I didn't realize that it was overpowering my voice, because my voice is really low and like kind of deep, so I don't really talk loud. So I realized that the audio was overshadowing me from my music, and I didn't want any problems. But yeah, at this point, I was just so anxious, and I wanted to get some soil, and I wanted to drop some seeds. I just wanted to do something because it's been like 3 hours since I was home from Home Depot, and I'm like, something has to give. I need to start getting some seeds and some soil. So at this point, I'm just going to open it up, start dumping it into the bags, and just letting it air out that way. Maybe that'll help it warm up a little bit faster. But by this point, I realized that soil was way harder than I thought, and it was going to require a lot more than what I thought it was going to require to make it even soft enough for me to even put the seeds in. stick that I wrote on. So I wrote the name of the produce or the crop. I'm gonna use this ruler to create like a separation. And then I'm gonna use it again to create like wells. Well on each side. So well here and well there. So I'm gonna use this side as the full moon side. And the seeds are maybe the littlest people. The littlest. Like you probably won't even be able to see these things like at all for real. Like they're gonna come off so little. I'm gonna put 2 seeds per. I'm gonna put 3 plants all together, and I'll put 2 seeds in each spot. And then I'm gonna do one extra one because I'm gonna put that in my hands. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for the jalapeno side. These seeds probably even smaller. Definitely probably smaller. The packaging is great. So these are the jalapenos. How little these seeds are. Not that bad. Same goes for here. I'm gonna do 2 seeds per plant. So the 25 seeds in this pack, and it was I think 15 seeds in the red pepper. Look at 2. And then I'm gonna cover this back up. Let me put my glove back on. These gloves are already dirty. So I'm just gonna cover these up. Here we go. Yeah, a little bit more just to be fair. If I'm not mistaken, I think she still it. And then I'm just gonna pat it down just a little bit, make it snug. And then last but not least, this is a mix of regular water and spring water. And then I'm gonna put them in the area like fancy. Not kind of down on. And that's it. And then we have one more thing to plant, which is these red beard onions. There was what's it called? A freebie from here. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the ruler. This ruler I bought from the dollar store. I just cleaned it when I got home with some soap and water, and I'm just using it to create like little columns in between in the dirt of the beef enough. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do well, these are a little bit different. So I'm gonna do 4 plants. So this hold on. I'm just gonna do 4 plants. What's the plant right now? Well, peppers, red peppers and jalapenos and onions. So I made 4 like little holes. I didn't already ditch the glove, which I knew was going to happen. Oh, look at these seeds. They're so stupid little. Alright, I don't know. I'm going to do a couple, 2, 3. I'm hoping it's going to go into a green curve hole. It's really hard to crack these. And, oh, I just dropped the seed, John. So I'm going to put this planter, even though this is the only thing we plant in this pot, I'm still going to put the stick in here because I don't want to forget though what the pot is made up of. So the plan is to basically cover them up. I'm going to use the leftover dough. I said dough. Wow, dough. The rest of soil that I made up on the side. I basically mixed the soil with as much water and stuff. I figured I put the onions by themselves because they need space to grow and roots and whatnot from what I've seen, right? That was originally supposed to be a plan. It was something else, but in my mind. So everything is planted that needed to be planted today. So I planted red beard bunching onions. I never had those before. If I did, I didn't know what they were called. And then I planted jalapenos and red, basically a red pepper. So I'm gonna clean up and let this corner just rock out. We put some water on top. Put these right here, and then hopefully tomorrow, before I leave for it, I'm gonna open up the blinds so the sun can come in and get on down. So yeah, that's it. We'll come back in like 5 days. Basically, next Sunday to see what's going on. Maybe next Saturday, because I do have to plan, I think, 2 or 3 more things by next weekend or the following weekend. So I'm basically planning something every 5 days or so until I plan everything. So yeah. So, like I said, this is the red pepper basically, and this is the jalapeno, and then this is the onion bag. That's the onion bag, or this is the onion bag, and then this is the 2 pepper bags, and these are my seeds from those things. I'm gonna put them right back in the same bag that I had them in, so that I know like how I'm supposed to plant them out again next year. And yes, this is my water bottle that I use to put water in the plants. At first I was gonna make little holes with the spout part of the water bottle, but then I was like, nah, I can just do, some holes myself, more rustic. So I'm gonna clean up the area and see what happens in about a week.